they ain't even care.
Exactly. It's like they didn't even care. Like, she got proven right, but then it was like, oh well, you know.
What more do you want from me?
Wait, what was your moment?
I just told you, the stabby stab in the neck.
What up, vibers? You know what time it is. It's time for another video. And I'm Yak.
I'm Ivy, and welcome to another episode of Showroom.
And on today's episode, we're going to be discussing another episode of The Island.
We're gonna take a look at this. So it's basically about some strangers get trapped on an island and they ain't got no memory or nothing.
But before we get started, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so y'all don't miss an upload. But before we get started, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, and relax your body.
Clear your mind.
Open your soul, forget everything you got going on at home, at work,
All that.
and come vibe with us. Welcome to our room. All right, y'all. Hopefully y'all got y'all drinks, y'all snacks, and y'all ready to dive into this episode because it was a little crazy.
Oh, yeah. It was different.
All right, y'all. This episode was a little crazy.
Yeah, we got to see into a little bit more into everybody's, what they had hidden in them closets.
Yeah, all the players and basically why they got there, which is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's get into a couple thoughts about this episode. So the first thought is, what was our favorite moment? So my favorite moment was Chase. Basically basically her being proved right because they wasn't believing her at first, which I'm like,
Oh, you talking about when Bonnie and Clyde came through?
yeah, when she was telling them everything and they're like, okay, you're crazy. She sounds crazy.
But they didn't even they didn't even care.
Exactly. It's like they didn't even care. Like, she got proven right, but then it was like, oh well, you know.
What more do you want from me?
But it was nice to see, like, okay, she said something about Brody. Y'all didn't believe her. She was proven right. You know what I'm saying? She was, you know, searching the island, doing this and that, saying it gotta be something more. Y'all didn't believe her. She said she didn't kill Brody. Y'all didn't believe. It's like everything y'all didn't believe her on, she was being proven right. I mean, hence she was hiding like supplies and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So maybe people's like, okay, how can we trust you because you hiding stuff? But at the same time, I feel like they kind of like didn't give her a chance, like kind of from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
I think Taylor was like the main one behind that though.
You guys just listen. No, we're not listening. You listen to us. You're insane. You've been scattering your insanity since you got here. Why don't you just leave us alone?
Oh, melanated. The melanated
Oh,
shouted.
okay.
Remember?
Yeah, she
'Cause
was spicy
yeah, exactly. She was
for
like
no
she's
reason.
being extra.
Yeah, like calm me down, like for no reason. So yeah, that was mine.
That was yours. Mine was, you know me, I like it to get dark. So mine was, I mean, because they had a couple of dark moments in here.
Yeah, this episode. Yeah,
I think my favorite one was when she was, I don't know if she was a prostitute or she wasn't
a prostitute.
She basically told him to take his pants, bring his pants down.
Oh well,
so
she
I'm
was
looking at it
portraying
like,
as a prostitute.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So. Then she had a whole hit list, but she got that old stabby and straight across the neck too. Well, what would you do if somebody like hit you right there in the neck?
I'ma die.
Bruh.
What you mean what I'ma do?
I
Die.
hope you're a survivor.
More than likely. Well, I hope so too. But I thought it was shocking. Wait, what was your moment?
I just told you, the stabby stab in the neck.
Oh, okay, because I didn't know you talk about him, but I was surprised to know that she killed Brody. I thought it was Casey.
Yeah, that I bypassed that Yeah, yeah. Because
I
remember,
thought it was
I
Casey.
definitely thought it was Casey.
But it makes
So
sense, you know, looking at her past, like she's like this vigilante on guys that do women wrong. And when Casey was sitting right there saying, you know, what Brody done to her, she was like, you know what? You do what you can do, but you know, I'm gonna take it from you. And watching her demeanor when they were blaming Chase, now that I look back at it, she kind of seemed guilty.
oh, in introspect, you gonna go look back.
Yeah, when I look back, she looked guilty because she was like, I'm like, wait a minute, you know?
But did you catch that when it happened?
I didn't catch it when it
okay.
happened. She was acting weird, but I was so focused on Casey.
Yeah, because I didn't even catch
Casey
it.
always act weird, you know? So I was just like,
big weird.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay, she's just deflecting and stuff. But Taylor, girl, I was shocked to see that. I'm like, what? Yo.
So that brings us to our second thought, which is who or what was the biggest threat? I mean, you know, I always be saying that's like typical or whatever, but I think I gotta go with the typical one. Oh, Bonnie and Clyde that just jump
That's
up out of
mine.
nowhere. Here you go.
That's mine. Yeah, they are. I mean, it is typical, but they are the biggest threat.
What's going on here?
Yeah, they're gonna go tell them there's a whole village on the other side after they watch them just off somebody right quick.
And basically tell them, you know, confirm everything that Chase said, and
Right.
then was saying like, they have blind spots. We can basically do what we want here. You know, y'all do something messed up, we coming for y'all.
9 times out of 10, the village is in that blind spot.
Yeah, so it's just like, just knowing that they have two people on the island that wants you, you know, off or dead, you know, so that's a threat.
I personally would have went straight the other way.
Yeah, like what Chase did. Like, okay, y'all, you telling me to go to the village? Yeah, I'm not. Because why would they? I feel like why would they try to help you? They want to see your downfall. Like, why would they try to help you? You know?
Yeah, you could tell their whole demeanor is like, we want to see you fail, like you
Exactly.
say. We want to see you so we can go ahead and it look like he just ready to swing that old swinger he got with him.
Yeah. So, yeah, I say they are a bigger threat and each other. Because when those
you
when
talking
those
about how they
memories
act
start,
each other?
when the memories start flooding in, like what Bonnie and Clyde said, y'all gonna want to turn against each other. So,
Well, they already be breaking into each other and not believing nobody, and then trying to start cliques and breaking off from the cliques and everything like
so
that.
imagine when those memories come back, like it's
Yeah,
gonna
it could get
crazy.
spicy.
All right, so this leads to our next thought, which is who made the biggest mistake? And I have to say Chase. I feel like Chase made a big mistake I feel like it's like a catch-22 because by telling him, I feel like it was a mistake because
It doesn't matter. This is just a simulation. This beach, this island, that's how all of this makes sense. I mean, why are we all wearing the same thing?
they didn't believe her. They, you know, basically they're going off of her, calling her crazy, this and that, going against her. So I'm like, I wouldn't even have told them anything. Like, let them fend for themselves. Let them find out for themselves.
But I told you she was going to do something like that. Try to get everybody together.
Exactly. After they jumped her, beat her up, claim, you know,
Yeah, I would have
blamed
held
her
that
for
to myself, too. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Well, mine's actually the opposite of yours. Well, you feel like Chase made the biggest mistake, so I feel that. But trusting anybody is a mistake right now. So I'm more like on the ends of how Chase, after she realized that whatever she doing ain't gonna get through to him anyway, she just basically just dipped.
Yeah, I was for that. She put out her gun. Like, I'ma go. Here's y'all.
I would have been through deuces.
Yeah, I'ma go. So I was finally happy at her for that. Like, you finally told them, look, did everything. Okay, I'm done, you know?
I mean, it's a pretty big island. I would have been over there finding me my own little spot.
Yeah, she have her spot. Because I believe she wanted to take them there, but then they ended up falling out and everything. So she never had a chance to really take them to what her and Cooper found. So that's her spot. All right, so this leads into our final thoughts. And basically, I feel that, yo, they have some cold-blooded people in there. Finding out what they did. And I don't know why, but I'm just thinking, like, it gotta be bad, because why would they be in prison? You know, why would they pick them to be on this island? So I don't know why I was so shocked seeing some of the stuff that they did. But
as we start seeing it, we was like, ooh,
oh,
I can't wait
that
to
makes
see.
sense.
I can't, yeah, exactly. I can't wait to see what he did, because he so goody. But then when they start letting them know that them visions was coming, you start seeing that flip.
The demeanors change and everything.
Exactly.
So
that was the only part?
that was my final thoughts.
Oh, well, mine was, I felt like the episode was fire. You know, it had enough.
Yeah.
It had enough dark moments for me, so it kept me entwined. And then, crazy ass Bonnie and Clyde. They done basically, like you said, validated everything that Chase then said.
I was so shocked when they came in, because I'm like, they just not gonna believe Chase. Then they just walk in, and at first they was playing it like they was on this village and blah blah blah, and the dummies were believing them. And then Chase was like, "This not weird to y'all. This not weird." And then of course they don't believe Chase, and then they finally just come out like, "Yeah, you know."
Yeah, you should really listen to her, cause she ain't do this, she ain't do that, and all that stuff that you thought. Yeah, I'm just waiting for y'all to mess up, basically.
Exactly.
And they still was like, just
They
hell
still-
bent on their ways. And then they start splitting. They should have been done that.
Exactly.
But they should have been splitting with themselves. Everybody talking about, like, you don't know these people from, like I said, a can of paint. What is you trying to click up with people?
Exactly.
And
Look.
talking about, okay, we going to go this way. Is anybody with me? I would have just started walking.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have tried once, maybe twice, and then after that, like, that's it. Like, okay, I tried. Y'all don't want to work together. It is what it is.
And what about old Blair? She old Dr. Kevorkian type.
Oh yeah.
Remember, I'm looking at it, I'm like, she's a doctor, but this must have went way left. So when I seen that, I was like,
Yeah,
sense.
like from the jump, she was giving off nurse doctor vibes, you know. So I was like, oh, she's helping a guy with the shark bite. I like, she must have been like a nurse or something. But
speaking of shark bite,
yeah,
that's what I call him now, old baby shark. You know he up to no good.
yeah, he's super. Well, they're all kind of super weird, but he's like weird.
Yeah, so that was my final thoughts. I'm ready to see where it goes.
Exactly. I'm all in. I'm tuned in, and I'm ready to see what happens next, y'all.
Big facts.
All right, so that's all we have for this episode. Comment down below what y'all thought about it, what y'all think gonna happen next, because like we say, we are ready. So come back and get this fire content.